Alright, folks. It's not even midnight here. This is not quite 11 o'clock, no less. It seems as though Bethesda is letting us do Fallout 76 now. Now, hang on with me one second here. I'm just trying to get things up and running so I can have people watch this live. Okay, here we go. I think. Sorry, folks. I know people who are watching it, the delayed one is, or not live, is probably getting impatient at this point here. Just give me 1 minute here. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do here, folks, now I did play the beta. However, because I want people who are watching this to be able to watch this from as close to the beginning as possible. So I am actually going to create a new character. We're going to start from the beginning. So here we go. Start.
War. War never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault-Tec, but it was built by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together, knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept. But it's time to get up and get out there. We've been locked away long enough. Today is Reclamation Day. It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life.
I am going to say, though, first thing I noticed right off the bat, in comparison to the beta, this does have a better frame rate. I'm going to go with this
very
face,
important
actually.
trait. You are this country's best
Keep
and
it simple.
brightest.
We're done.
But more importantly, you'll always be my family.
There you go. And then even, this is like your profile picture for the account that you're be playing with. They let you set up different, basically, types of ID. Change your expression, brave, amused. Yeah, let's go concerned, because, you know, you're going out in the middle of post-apocalyptic grounds, so... I don't know. No. Happy Reclamation Day. Overseer, you're invited. Alright. Now, I'm probably going to take the extra quick minute just to take a look around. I remember when I was playing the beta, and I was thinking to myself, you know what, we got a really big time constraint here. I'm just going to get out of here. But now, I guess I've got more time to work with. I never did look at all of this. Washer, dryer. Won't even let me take out of the first aid kit. That's kind of weird. I guess they won't let you take anything until you're actually out in the wasteland. So there is a chance that maybe I'm doing all this searching for nothing. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, so where is the Pip-Boy? Oh, it's right there.
You have been tasked with America. Such a huge responsibility.
Jesus. Reminds me of the old high school parties.
Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you.
Oh, jeez.
When you hear this, it means I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own mission out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer, signing off.
For those who are watching, if you want to send a comment right on the YouTube link, feel free. Feedback or ideas that you guys might have, feel free to send them as you see it, anything. Hey, let's play soccer. Oh, it will let me go in there. Even though there is nothing.
Eating raw meat? Bad. Eating irradiated raw meat? So bad.
Ooh, 5 stem packs, nice. Why do you still have to wait an hour? That's kind of weird. I mean, technically speaking, like Bethesda said on their website, Eastern time it was supposed to be midnight. Like, I'm in the Eastern time zone, and it's letting me on now.
I know it's cozy in here.
When I get out of the vault here, I'm going to take a look at the map and I'll show you what it looks like on this game.
You must all go through that giant vault door alone. Unless, of course, you're next to someone else, which I can recommend. Your family is the key to survival and rebuilding, so use it often.
Alright, is there anything in any of these? Probably not.
You, sir, possess the skills necessary to accomplish anything. I'm sure of it.
Oh, you're going digital. Or are you doing the update? Because I noticed when I put the disc in this morning or last night out of curiosity, and it turned out right away I had to download a 60 some odd gig update, which I thought was insane. Geez, that wait's gotta suck, man. But I'm gonna give you this for a little heads up here. Now, as you see, the special, just the way that it normally works, you start out with 1 point for each stat. Now, how this is going to work is Bethesda has said there is no level cap for this. But what they have done, though, is you get your perks and your side abilities with cards. So let's just see here for an example. I'm going to use Strength right away. I'm going to hit X on here, and it starts me off with Gladiator. So we're going to use this. Now, at the bottom right corner of the card, you're going to see the star rating. That's how good your card is. When you see the 1 there, if you pick up a duplicate, you can put the 2 together to upgrade the card. However, just the thing to keep in mind, however many points you have on the one stat, on the one special, is limited as to how many, the amount of stars you have on the cards. So like, for example, if you have 3 points for perception, you can either use 3 1-star cards or a 2-star card and a 1-star card. And then here you go. And this will tell you for each kind of card as you go along. how much you'll benefit from that type of card. Here we go. Gladiator for that. There we go. So that's there. So if I was to have one more strength card, I could use another one because I still have 1 point left over. Alright, so now that it shows that, we can go into here. Yeah. Alright. It sucks you still gotta wait an hour for your download, though. Oh, geez, you again? Yeah, I like the way that the whole the card thing works out for this. I know there's some carry terminal. Don't need to worry about that. Here we go, leaving the vault. Now, so here's the map. So the player limit per server, so for this one map, so one map here, you won't see more than 24 people on the one map. And here's an idea to show you. So here's like, but here's the thing, this is a whole group of 4 people right there. There's me. There's another person there. But to give you an idea, the whole zoom out, like, these yellow dots are each a person. 24 people on a map. And especially when these are in groups, chances of running into people, it's not going to happen very often. Which is something I actually kind of like. And this is something that I'm trying to show to people who are kind of iffy about it. You know, running into random other players who just go and try to kill them. Speaking of trying to kill people. Yeah. Bethesda was claiming that this map is limit on groups. I heard no more than 4 for a group. So that would be like 6 groups if everybody was in groups of 4. Now Bethesda was also saying that this map is roughly 4 times the size of the map in Fallout 4, if that makes a big difference for you or not. But I mean, you could officially have 4 people per group. You could probably run into another group and be like, hey, let's work together. You can talk to them. Now, the one thing I found was kind of cool is the way voice kind of works within the game. This stuff when you don't have a gun. There we go. Yeah, faked in it. One thing that was kind of a neat feature in this is if you actually are not in a party, like a PlayStation party or anything else, but you have a microphone on, you can hear people as they're walking towards you, kind of like you would if you were walking down the street. Like as you got closer and closer to them, you could hear their voices get louder and that, even if they weren't talking directly to you. I don't like not having guns here. The one thing about when you first leave the vault is you don't find a gun inside of the vault itself. So now I got to find a place where I can grab one. That would be the key thing at this point. So realistically, our nearest point of interest, which is basically right in front of me. Perfect. Let's see if we can find something here. Jesus, that's a big tick. Bloody mess. Another thing to watch for is if you look at the bottom right corner of the screen where your ability points are, you also see a food and thirsty meter. You have to keep your character fed. You got to keep them hydrated. Rest actually does become a factor eventually. I don't think I'm going to be able to craft a weapon yet. Make a throwing knife. No thanks. Alright. I missed something up here. The very first quest, and I walked right by a keeper. I'm on a roll today. Ooh, there we go. There, now we can get some stuff going here. So now I have a machete equipped. Alright, I'm going to keep that for a minute.
Sir, I found this holotape on the Overseer's terminal. Give a little listen. Seems you should meet her at her camp, just down the road.
Alright.
The Overseer said she'd set up her camp down the road, to the south.
Huh, Christina, that's my daughter's name, except with a K. And yes, that was the VATS in this game. When you go into your VATS into this, it still stays in real time. And I guess with melee weapons, it's not going to make a big difference. With ranged guns, though, the way that it would work for you is what I found works best for it is if you try to keep the enemy as close to the middle of the screen as possible. That's how you get your most accurate shots, and range can be a factor too, which can be upgraded with your special. There is a perk that comes out where you can actually pick a specific limb, like in the older games. And when you get that perk, you use, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, it's the right stick to pick the limb. But realistically, with the machete or any melee weapon like what I've got right now, VATS won't really do much for you.
Lumberjack Protectron creates desirable wood product, but has no use for them dispensing desirable wood product. Error. Wood inventory depleted.
It looks like they've added a few other things since the beta as well. I don't remember that character being there. And that's what as close to an NPC as you're going to be able to get right now. I know NPCs not being in the game kind of was a deal breaker for a few people playing this. And I think it's kind of unfortunate. Uh-oh. I got company. Oh, shit. Little thing, you're going to come across quite a few of these petrified corpses. I would recommend not touching them. Something weird kind of happens when you touch them. They just go right to ash, and it unlocks, it releases a type of radiation. Sure as shit, nothing else is gonna look after you. Awesome. Level 23. So this guy carried over his stuff from the beta. See if I took his power armor.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there. Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but... mutated animals? Haywire bots? No people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in what I can confirm is hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault-Tec was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer. Signing off.
This guy's not worried about me. Oh, these guys are though. This guy just gave me a thumbs up. Hi, Val. I don't want tongs or scissors. Yeah, I can't remember how to set that up. Oh, shoot. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna invite this person to my team. Alright, so this person has offered to join. Nice.
Hey, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you could hear me for sure or not, because I'm actually doing the thing on YouTube.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when I first started, like, trying to communicate with you, like, it sounded like you were talking to an audience or something, so I didn't know if you were Twitch streaming or not.
Yeah, well, I think I'm about to quit it because, honestly, man, there were a few people watching, but they've left. I mean, that was like an hour ago, so I'm probably going to stop that now.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec here.
Well, hey, man, don't let me deter you from what you want to do.
Man, the game's out. People know what they're doing at this point.